Alright, let's do this one last time. Ekko has changed. War has changed. This item that we've been building for the past 7-8 years is no longer needed. It's ass. It got nerfed. I don't know why Riot nerfed this item. This item was already terrible. No one's gonna buy this item anymore. Why the hell would you ever buy it? It only gives 60 ability power. You're getting 10 more ability power for 1,400 more gold after buying an alternator. Like, you get 100 more health and 5 more ability haste. You're paying 1,400 gold for that. Like, what the fuck? No one's gonna buy this. Obviously the active is like the big pull here, but you don't even need the pull. You don't even need the active if you build Hob. If you take Halo Blades as a rune, which you should be anyways. You hate to see it. Anyways, obviously the first item you're gonna get is Storm Surge, because one, built out of alternator, which is kind of like the key thing that Ekko's always done, is like he needs to have something that builds out of alternator. And guess what? This builds out of alternator, and you can build Aether Wisp, which is also a really good fucking component and makes Ekko's build path even easier. And then after this, you really only have two options, in my opinion. If you're going to Hob, I don't think you need Nashers anymore. The Nashers got nerfed. It's not as good anymore. And Lich is kind of just better. It's 100 more gold, but you get 10 more ability power. And it scales like a motherfucker with Rabadons, which is either your second or third item, depending on the state of the game. I'd say if you recall and you got enough for a Needless, you definitely can just get a Needless and sit on that. Can't even put that in the thing. I can. Sweet. If you can recall enough gold to get a Needless, I'd say get a Needless. If you don't, then I'd say just get another alternator. You can't just sit in the shop for, 150 extra gold. You kind of just need to keep yourself on the map, keep making plays. So I'd say if you do have enough money and you are doing well enough, get Rab second and then get your Lich. And then after that, you can kind of open up and do whatever the hell you want. If they have, MR up the wazoo, you can get a Void Staff. If they don't, you can get a Shadow Flame. If they have 80 forever, get those Zonias. You can kind of do whatever you want. But this is going to be your core here. Storm Surge, Rab, Lich. And I think this is probably the best build you can do right now. This is also like assuming a couple things, like you're taking Halo Blades. If you're taking Electrocute, maybe you do want the extra attack speed Nashers gives. But if you're taking Hob, I don't really think you need it. I think it's kind of a waste of stats. And also I just think Lich is just straight up better, and there's really no room for a Nashor's Tooth in this build, because once you're getting there, you kind of want these items. You want the high AP stat items. You're playing Ekko, AP scaling out the wazoo, So that's kind of about it. Other than that, obviously the rest is kind of situational. Maybe I don't think you'll ever get Landers, honestly. This is ass. Never touch this. This is interesting. This might be an interesting option instead of Void Staff, but obviously you're giving up 10 Magic Pen, and you're also giving up 10 ability power, so probably just not. I don't know who this is really for, really. No, hell no, stop, no, yes, no, yes, situational, yes, absolutely. And that's about it. Other than that, not much has changed. I mean, obviously Riot just nerfed this item, but I still think it's still pretty much the best first item you can get. It's cheaper than the rest. It gets you going, kind of does what you want to do. It can accelerate you, technically, because it gives you bonus gold on takedowns, which is really, really nice. So, yeah, that's about it. See you. Also, I stream on Twitch, so you should subscribe, and turn on